Alex is a part of Star City, who are one of our sponsors here tonight. Aaron Ross and Mark Pawsey, a State of Origin contest. 11 years separate the two.
Ladies and gentlemen, Five fans, welcome to the brand new Star City Sports Theatre. Good to have you here for big time boxing tonight as we present to you the Fennec Fight Night. Let's now take you to the red corner for the first time this evening for our first bout, a scheduled 4-round light heavyweight bout. Introducing now a fighter who's today just fought on just 2 occasions, recording 1 win and 1 loss. Trained by Rod Davies in Adelaide. He's a woodcutter by occupation, with his weight recorded tonight at 78.4 kilograms. Please welcome the man they call the Pitbull. Here's Aaron Ross. His blue corner opponent tonight is a resident of Sydney's famous Bondi Beach, a personal trainer by occupation, trained by Arnell Baratillo at the North Sydney PCYC. 79 kilos is his recorded weight for tonight. On 9 occasions he has fought, walking away victorious with 5 wins, a draw and recording 3 losses. Would you please make welcome the man they call the Condo Kid. Here's Mark Pawsey. Your referee for our opening bout tonight is Mr. Will Sulos.
All right, gentlemen. Aaron. Instructions are very, very simple, boys. I want you to listen to my instructions and obey my instructions at all times. When I say break, you stop fighting, you take 1 step backwards. Do you understand me? All right, boys, touch them up. Let's get into it.
Simple but effective, the instructions from Will Sulis, our 3 ringside judges, Gary Dean, Kevin Hogan and Georgie Plelis. Timekeepers Alex Fraser and Darren Jones. Tony Batten is the inspector with the Boxing Authority of New South Wales in attendance tonight. Welcome to Fox Sports and welcome to Big Time Boxing. Aaron Ross and Mark Pawsey at light heavyweight to kick us off. It is Ross in the solid black trunks, Pawsey in the green and gold. Big night for the Pawsey family too, of course. His brother, Daniel, facing Zach Awad for a New South Wales state title a little bit later on in the program.
I'll tell you what, nice look here. His brother's got a lovely jab here. He's jabbing very, very well early, Mark Pawsey.
30-year-old personal trainer and some effective work on the inside.
Step back, that's the way, well done.
Nice stance, big Aaron Ross, and big for a 19-year-old, isn't he, in the black trunks there, but nice and side on, upright frame. Big opportunity in just his 3rd fight. His only victory came on debut over a former kickboxer by the name of Tanui Crouch. Sneak over that right guard was Pawsey on that occasion. Might be able to hear the corners just barking instructions here, and if you can hear the instructions from Mark Pawsey, they're being held by Arnell Baratillo. We'll put him back into the sport now because there was a time he was a headline act, not just in Australia but around the globe, Jeff.
Oh, definitely. So had some great fights in South Africa. He's one of the big punchers in the sport, and genuinely, he was one of the big punchers.
Hamstring work out of there. Hamstring work.
He fought the little South African champion a couple of times. Name's going to come back to me 1 second, but yeah, Arnell went over there, travelled, and put on some great shows. In Australia, he knocked out a lot of great fighters.
Certainly did, and with just 45 seconds left in the opening round, you can hear him barking instructions at the Condo Kid, Mark Pawsey. That's him in the green and the gold.
Well, when they called out the weight, he used to fight at, Banner and Junior Feather and Feather. When they called out the weight at 79 kilos, I looked at he looks about that, maybe a little bit more, my mate, Arnell.
Closing shot there from Ross. Nice opening shots there from Ross.
He's doing better as the round progresses, punching straighter.
Punching straighter and punching with a little more confidence than how he started the seconds of the opening round. Just a full rounder to kick us off. And we're going to go into the corner. We do so with Mark Pawsey and Arnel Baratello.
Hey, why you fucking up? Stay in the bloody corner. Don't stay in the corner, mate. Stay in the ring. I want you to back him up this time, huh? Back you up this time. You're feeling like you for 6 rounds, 8 months, man. Give it 6 rounds. I want you to hand up, go forward, back him up this time. Bad it. With the hand up, kick, chest, his leg down, and top, bad it. And the form, push him back. That's left. Alright, ready. Alright, don't catch it. I want you to back your hands up.
Okay, a little bit of the action from round number one. A lot of short punching from both men. Not a great deal of power illustrated in the opening 3-minute period, but that can be expected with two emerging boxers. Right there.
I think Aaron Ross scored with a cleaner punch, a little bit sharper, and Pawsey was very, very busy working with the body, and I've seen Arnel Baratello tell him, work to that body.
See if that's the way it goes
Stop,
in
you're holding
this
in there,
second
Mark.
round.
Just between rounds, we worked out who Arnel fought over in
Yeah.
South Africa. It was the great Vawani Bungu, who defended his title many, many times at IBF Flyweight Championship of the World.
True warrior and a guy that probably didn't globally receive the accolades that many inside the industry
Stop
thought
holding,
he should
Mark.
have.
Break!
Well, that's because he fought a lot at home, but he fought a lot of very good fighters. It was a flyweight, I think it was heavier, so.
That's it, get your hands free now, work your way out. Break! Step back.
Clean directions from Will Sulos. The two light heavyweights, they launch back into it almost immediately. Star City, the venue for tonight's.
Big right hand, just missed Andy. Big right hand there by Aaron Ross.
Over the top. There's an opportunity there for Aaron Ross.
Break!
Lunging a
Step
little
back.
bit, Mark Pawsey at this point in time.
What a great room this is at Star City. I was lucky to come to the opening one of the parties here, and it's just an unbelievable room. Oh, no,
Okay,
short
break.
uppercut there by Ross again. Pawsey's working the body, but he's leaving his head open as he does it.
No surprise that you came to the opening here. You'll go to the opening of anything, won't you?
You'd go the opening Rambo, Andy. I'm not as popular as you. Nice right hand there by
Break.
Ross again.
If it's free bar, it changes all the rules, doesn't it?
Yeah, I had a couple of drinks with the mate. He was waiting. Your co-commentator friend Gordy Tallis. We had a great night here.
Minute to go round.
Okay, break.
Number two.
Step back.
Aaron Ross, by and large, I guess has earned the tag here of ring general. Occupying the centre of the square, and a nice short left from Ross there.
Stop holding, Mark. Stop holding. Break! Step back.
Mark Pawsey's got to punch up, keep his hands up. Every time he goes to the body, he's getting hit with the hooks, or he's getting broad on the punches. He's, you watch and see what happens here when he stays the body. That's all when he comes up the top. Nils cheering for him. Oh, there's an uppercut too there by Aaron Ross. So he's got a good kid of punches, this kid.
Get your hands free and work.
Uses his height well, uses his jab, but he also punches up and punches nice with the hook as well.
No, I
He's
tell you,
nice
there's a bit to work with Ross, isn't there?
a lot to work with here. He's showing a lot of potential, this kid. Give a head touch there.
That's it.
Bell sounds, we're halfway home already at lightweight, a limit of 79.38 or 12 stone 7 if you like, as we go into the red corner with Aaron Ross and his principal Rod Davis.
You get back on them ropes and lay on them. I'm going to throw the tail in, right? I want you to push him off. Or strip round the outside of your mate. Get really away on the rope. No, I don't want to put his leverage up around his mouth, mate. Okay? You're hurting him a couple of times, mate. What you do? Stop.
Let's take a look at some of the action from round number two. And Jeff, I think around Aaron Ross really asserted his authority.
Yeah, the first one was kind of close. One scored a lot to the body, the other to the head. But definitely Aaron Ross in the second round scored with much better punches, cleaner punches, uppercuts, hooks, and some straight right hands.
Mop that corner up for me. Mop it up. Bit of water.
Here we go, second half of the fight. Light heavyweight, as we said, it is Aaron Ross in the solid black trunks. Mark Pawsey, the local boy, now resides at Bondi, originally from Condobolin, in the Australian green and gold. And on the end of some nice handwork there from Ross.
It was a great start to the round. He's shown some confidence because he knew he took the second round. He's come out punching with everything. Aaron Ross, some straight punches, some body punches, punching up the middle, doing very well.
Just a little slow on the trigger there was Pawsey, but the idea was right.
It was nice by Ross. He rolled on the punch and came back with the left hook.
So much more than just a good fighter. So much to the sweet science. We see time and time again, Jeff, that a good boxer is a good fighter.
Well, a smart one does all the time. That's, I think, hitting the nail on the head. You don't always have to be the toughest guy, have the hardest punch, but if you're smart and you can control your emotions in the boxing, you're always going to do well, especially if you've got ability as well.
Well, Pawsey tagged there with a solid left from Ross as he tried to fire one out as well.
Yeah, he pulled it out like a jab and turned in the hook right at the end. It was nice.
He's been well schooled by Ron Davis and the crew. They're over there at Southside Boxing in Lonsdale, Adelaide, South Australia.
See what the guys at the Grange, they always put some good fights together.
Yeah, they
I'll tell you what, like, for me, just watching this is very entertaining. You know, you've got a total goer in Mark Pawsey, you've got a very skillful guy in Aaron Ross.
Jeff, again, it is further proof of this wonderful sport, this sport we love so much, that you don't always need big names in a huge auditorium with tens of millions of dollars to make it a good fight. They need to be well matched with two blokes that just want to have a crack.
Yeah, it's got to be two guys who are willing, and two guys or two teams and trainers and managers who are willing to take a little bit of a risk. Not always protect these guys, looking up, been there and done it for a long time. You do sometimes tend to want to overprotect your fighters.
Yep. Pawsey still shuffling and pushing forward. I think one of the reasons Aaron Ross probably hasn't gone on a little bit more with this fight is I really like Mark Pawsey's footwork. Just as he comes in to engage, but up higher, it is fine anyway, Aaron Ross. Last out a technical points win in 4 rounds over Brad Bond. That was back in April for Mark Pawsey. He's got his work cut out for him here because it's 3 rounds down with just 1 remaining.
You're only getting hit when you're going backwards. Now go forward, you understand me? If you win this round, it's very close by. You have to go forward, man. And more defensive, man. On your foot properly, stand up properly, destroying, go forward. Back it off. That's the only thing you're going to get when you bring backwards. Right? You're not going to get when you get forward.
Here's a replay of some of the action.
Yeah.
Very vocal in the corner, Arnel Boratelio.
Certainly is, as they go to work. And again, on the back foot and shuffling back is Mark Pawsey in the green and gold, who desperately needs to win this round.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if he's going to get the fight. I think he's behind. But he's coming out all guns blazing. That's what he was told to do. It's good to see that he's listening. He has to come forward, Arnel Boratelio's instructions were.
Stop.
Got the mouth guard. That's not going to help him.
Get it in. Let's go. Time on.
And back into it we go. Oh, and walking into a couple of right hands is Pawsey. Ross firing the big shot away initially.
Work in there. That's the way. Hands free and work. Right.
Oh, you credit the Pawsey for listening to his instructions from his corner. He hasn't stopped going forward. Oh, nice left hand there by him as well. Working to the body as well. Be interesting to see how the judges score these body punches, Andy.
They're nice young guys, the Pawsey boys. Well raised and very respectful young guys with a wonderful work ethic. There's no ego about them whatsoever. And we're going to see, of course, Mark's brother Daniel in action a little bit later on in the evening against Zach Haywood for the state light heavyweight title.
And we're going to get a shock when he walks out as well, because the body snatcher, the person who beat Jeff Hardy, the light heavyweight titles here with his talent. He was one of the great fighters of his era.
Certainly was.
Pawsey doing a lot of work in this round.
And as soon as he's onto the back foot, Pawsey, he again gets caught with a nice two-punch combination. It was crisp and it was quick from Aaron Ross. With just under a minute remaining in this, the fourth and final round. Crowd starting to filter in nicely to Star City. Gee, it's good to be back here too.
Yeah, this is a great room, it's a great venue. Let's just hope that the public can support us here, because the Grange have taken a huge risk bringing these fights back here. Look, I just hope that they get the support. I know Star City's supporting them. We've got some new sponsors, Tough Court, which is great. They've got their old friends here, Panjo and the boys, but it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully this becomes successful in our venue for the boys.
Seen some wonderful fights here at Star City over the years. The Sane boys and Nader Hand and Josh Clenshaw. Some wonderful, wonderful fights. Is there going to be more of the same tonight? Potentially there will be as we get to the final couple of seconds of this. And Mark, 12 minutes is the journey. And we are going to be going to the judges' scorecards. It is Gary Dean, Kevin Hogan and George Willis who will decide the outcome here. Jeff, as we said a little earlier, a huge week in boxing, great way to finish the week, but of course in New Zealand, David Tua, TKO round number 2 over Shane Cameron. That wasn't the script.
Well, to be honest, it was really a TKO in round 1.
Yeah.
The referee, who's a great friend of mine, refereed me my first world title, Bruce McTavish, and to me, done a very subpar performance. I mean, look, the second time he was down, all he had to do was count 10, the fight was over. He didn't realise, or he didn't recognise that Tua had hit Cameron twice while he was on the canvas. That wasn't going to change the decision. But then when the second round started, he was hit with 13 or 14 unanswered punches.
Yeah.
The referee was very, very slow to walk in there and stop the fight. Had Shane Cameron fallen down, hit his head, who knows what could have done. We could have had a fatality in this sport. That's the last thing we want.
You're certainly right there. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from this at light heavyweight, not the big heavyweights, and great two-punch combination there from Aaron Ross. Mark Pawsey created problems and space issues and timing issues when he was on the front foot with the taller man and the bigger stance and the bigger frame, I guess, of Aaron Ross. He continually came forward, he did, the South Australian. And it's going to be home side 0, visitors 1. You would expect after our opening fight here, both young men we certainly hope to see back on big time boxing, handle themselves well, and both with a ton of talent. Plenty coming up on this edition of big time boxing. Guillermo Mosquera, who's got a win over Lovewater Do up against Granny Ganoi. Moses Saran and Ryan Langham, they also are scheduled to do battle.